We're here with Lisa, and she is
the youth program manager for the fleet.
For Regent.
Yes, Regent Seven Seas.
Now, how long have you been in that position?
I've actually worked for the company for 6 years, and I would say that it's probably within the last 4 years that I've taken on that role.
What did you do before that?
I started off as a youth counselor and sort of created a little niche for myself because the job is a seasonal position, and I wanted to be able to work more often than not, and I loved this cruise line ultimately because of the luxury and the chance that we had to work with kids and teach them about where we are, like this beautiful place here in Alaska, Juneau. Teach them about the environment and different activities in a manner that is fun and yet educational without the kids really knowing. So
you do have, what type of activities do you do?
Well, one of the things, the Alaskans are known for doing some actually quite interesting Olympics. So we talk to the kids about that, and then we'll do our own little wacky Olympics in our own style. We'll do survivor games that are mostly related to leadership and really teaching the kids to kind of stand out and work together as a group and build teams and so on. So we'll do lots of fun, different things, and movie nights and different basic games too, but we really try to do things a little bit out of the ordinary.
Now, I understand for the Alaskan itinerary, you have Cousteau, who
Yes.
is offering some programs. Tell us about that.
That's the ambassadors of the environment, and we have on board with us 2 naturalists who come, and Club Mariner, first of all, is a complimentary program. The AOTE is for a nominal fee so that they can go ashore on a tour with our naturalists to really learn about the environment, and it gives them just that much more education with regards to where we are.
Now, what's the most challenging part of your job working with kids?
Well, I guess really it's depending, because sometimes on our cruises we'll have, Alaska generally ends up being the time where we have the most kids sailing with us, so anywhere from 50 to 70 children at a time. But then when there's smaller groups, that ends up being challenging. But ultimately it's nice because you have more one-on-one time with the kids and you really get to know them really well and cater the program to them.
Well, I know my son Jacob is having a wonderful time on this cruise.
Yeah, he is quite charming, so he is having lots of fun. And there's quite a few kids in his age group, so it's good fun.
How many kids are on board this cruise?
Well, we have approximately 125 minors. Within our program, which is actually quite important to talk about, we have 3 age groups. They go from 5 to 8, 9 to 12, and 13 to 17. And they're really activities that we do. It's not quite a babysitting service. It's really to get the kids involved and working together and meeting other kids in fun activities. So with that being said, those activities in our age groups, because you asked, between 5 and 17, we must have about 70 kids on board this time.
So give me an example of some of the activities that you would do. I know I've kind of asked you that a little bit earlier, but what are some examples of fun activities that you would have the kids do?
Okay, so we have this. One of our challenges is we'll have a map that we've set up pretty much about the environment of where we are and stuff, and then as a team they need to coordinate. One person gets to see this map and they need to communicate with each other in order to draw an exact replica of that map. And the kids don't understand necessarily that we're doing a little geography project with them at the same time, but it really gets them to work together as a team and get those things set up. So it's kind of fun. Other games that we'll play, we'll tell them that we're shipwrecked and half the group is blindfolded so they can't see and half can't talk, and then they'll have to work together as a group in order to come up with the answer, or putting themselves in order of age as an icebreaker in the beginning, or different little fun things like that.
Well, Lisa, it sounds like you have a lot of fun.
I do. I'm very fortunate. I feel quite privileged to work for this cruise line, and hope for many more years.
Lisa, thank you for being on Cruising Authority.
Thank you for having me.